Iceland just announced that every Icelander over the age of 18 automatically become organ donors with ability to opt out. How do you feel about this? As long as I can still taxidermy my body when I'm dead, they can have my organs. You know exactly how Reddit feels about that shit. My organs are free for all, if anyone needs them. It's interesting, because this is actually very similar to their state church system. Icelanders are automatically registered as a member of their mother's church upon birth, and have to opt out if they don't want to be registered as a church member. My Icelandic friends and I call it Christian by default. Leads to a lot of interesting cultural and religious views of what it means to be religious or not. Most people don't unregister, but just never go to church. And the churches registered with the government still receive money from the state for anyone registered as congregants/members. Churches receive roughly $7 per month per registered individual, regardless if they regularly attend or not. Only in recent years have people started to actually bother unregistering from their churches. As long as the ability to opt out is easy and evident, I don't care. Edit. Thanks for the upvotes everyone. I really did not expect my opinion to be appreciated by so many people. I did read most of the comments and responded to some. It seems a lots of people can't think of a reason to opt out. The only answer I have to that is everyone has their own view on life and may have different views than the majority. Just out of curiosity, what would this mean in a Jane/John Doe type situation? There seems to be this weird stigma that people have where they think that if they are an organ donor and the folks see that when trying to save their life, that for whatever reason they'll half-ass it so they can get their organs. I've never understood it, but this seems like a good way to handle that. Let people choose not to be helpful post-mortem instead of them having to choose ********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************* said that this should be the way. I got an extra 13 years with my dad thanks to someone else's heart. Edit. I'm going to do my best to get back to every responder to this comment. It's almost exactly a year to the day that my dad died, and you've, mostly, all made me tear up with your comments and stories. If you want to be an organ donor, make sure your family knows about it now. I'm an Egyptian. As long as you replace my organs with my cats and stitch me up, and follow appropriate embalming techniques, and paint my sarcophagus the appropriate color, I have no complaints. I don't know, my heart's just not in it. Edit. On a serious note, it's a great idea. Smart idea. If you care enough to not be an organ donor, you can just opt out. This just increases the pool by adding the folk who don't care. I do believe there should be a clause added for those who could not reasonably be asked to give consent in the first place. How do I feel about extremely popular opinion? Oh Reddit, you never change. Not even the wording. How do you feel about this? We've had this in Wales since 2015. I can't remember anyone disagreeing with it. I once went to a Service Ontario here in Canada and the person in front of me opted out to be an organ donor. The service lady at the desk was pretty loud when saying, "Okay sir, you are no longer an organ donor." Everyone stared. This could be seen as publicly shaming the man. Reminder to sort by controversial for the interesting discussions. I'd opt out immediately. Just not comfortable with the idea. Don't take my choice away from me. I have a question for everyone who upvoted and commented on this. How many of you are organ donors? I'm in Portugal. We already do this. It has never been an issue as far as I recall. It's the same in the Netherlands. It's a good thing people can opt out, and also, the relatives of a deceased person can still decide to opt out if they want to. Many people aren't against this, but don't really want to think about it or make an effort while alive, and organs are needed hard. When my brother killed himself, the hospital was incredibly pushy and pressured my grieving mother to let them harvest him. They took away our chance to say goodbye, and they botched the procedure and ruined all of his organs by not putting him on a ventilator. Then they billed us $30,000 for butchering him and refused to budge on the bill. We still can't even collect his estate because of the hospital bills from them cutting him apart against his wishes. He was dead before he ever arrived, and they still found a way to charge us for a surgery. It's not ridiculous to think those people would let you die for your organs. They absolutely fucking will. I've seen the way they get when they think they have someone they can use. I don't doubt for a second that they would have pushed us to pull the plug if he was on life support. Don't have so much faith in these people. They're highly paid and see you as a profit center. They only care about how much they can bill your insurance company. Fuck St. Mary's Hospital in West Palm Beach, Florida.